Ever since I started playing PokeRogue about 3 months ago, it's gone through a bunch of changes. Changes like different egg moves for Pokemon, different abilities, passive abilities. They even included different enemy teams you can deal with in your adventure. So Team Rocket, Flare, Magma, you name it, you will find them in your classic runs. And they recently made another change to make the game even more difficult. They actually changed the values of different starter Pokemon. So before, every starter used to be maximum 3 points. And of course, if you didn't know, when you start a classic run, you have a maximum of 10 points. But now, different Pokemon are different points. Like Chikorita has been lowered to 2, the lowest point of any starter. And now the Gen 9 starters are at 4 points, making it just slightly harder, especially for new players and new accounts going through classic mode. But what I wanted to do today was their new challenge mode on top of all these changes, the fresh start mode, which you can only use the original starters and only as if you just started PokeRogue. So we're reduced to basically nothing. No egg moves, no special natures, nothing like that. And since the game is more difficult than it was 3 months ago, I really want to try this fresh start challenge. And the 3 starters we're gonna choose today is Fuecoco, Bulbasaur, and finally Piplup. I think comparing all the starters to one another, I think this is a fun team and honestly a really strong team that I think could actually take us through these 200 floors of endless battling all the way up to Eternatus, and maybe we'll actually win. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to nerdcomedygaming. I'm excited to try this fresh start challenge. It's been a long time. I mean, like 3 months since I've basically had a fresh account, so I think this honestly might be a challenging one. To try and even remember the strats, all I do is challenges on this game now. Like, strictly challenges. It's like, how do I normally play the game? How do I normally catch Pokemon? It should be easier, right? I hope, if I play this correctly. I hope. And we're playing it correctly right off rip, let me tell you. I love me my Abra. Y'all know me and my Alakazam. That's my dog. So we're gonna see how this challenge goes. We're just catching some death fodder Pokemon for right now. I know that's very important. I haven't done like a regular run in so long. Like, it's always challenge runs with me, so I don't catch Pokemon ever in this game. Like, it's just not a thing. How do you do it normally? Can somebody teach me how to catch Pokemon? Because I don't remember how. Where's Professor Oak? Honestly, our fresh start adventure starts off extremely solid. I mean, we get a full team super early with the Abra, and I do end up catching a Tailo and a Rockruff, so honestly, can't complain. We also do get a pretty important item extremely early, which is the Dynamax band. And our team doesn't benefit too much from it. Like, we don't have multiple that could get a Max Mushroom. I'm pretty sure it's just Venusaur, but hey, maybe we'll get a Max Mushroom and still make it work, or catch another Pokemon that can use it. But immediately after, we got the most key item in the game. And of course, the most important thing to ever get in any of these runs is the map. I mean, the map will always go a long way. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna go a long way, and I'm glad we do have it. That's honestly perfect. So hopefully we can go somewhere with this. I don't know exactly where I want to go biome wise. Like, I don't really have a plan since this is just a pretty raw run, but I guess we'll just have to figure it out and see what's worth our time. I'm trying to think of what Pokemon we might need or might want on the team, typing wise, and we'll just have to figure it out, I suppose. But really, for this early section of the game, we sort of just flew by with our team. Our rival was rocking an interesting team though, with a Feraligatr, Toucanon, Dratini, and a Claw. And that's a pretty strong team for the rival, I can't lie, especially now with the abilities and passives being implemented. It felt a little bit more difficult to take down everybody. But as for our map choices, we ended up going through the Badlands into the mountains, where I had a ridiculous team flare fight. Bro just happened to have a shiny Mightyena. Like, who does bro think he is? That's just so crazy to me. But after that battle, we actually learned something really interesting on floor 66 about the mini boss. So last video, we actually lost to this floor on 66 because I didn't know existed. And it's also a different character this time around. It's the chick this time. Brioni was her name? I forgot her name completely. But, interesting. So it could be multiple different kinds of bosses here, I guess. Brioni? Okay, I guess that's how you pronounce it, Brioni. That's really interesting to me because I would expect it to just be the same. Hey, bro, you guys, hey, like I've mentioned, this game has gotten more difficult and has upgraded things, so this is kind of cool to see. We're not losing this time though. We were power whipped. We were prepared. We were actually prepared. I don't like the 85%. I hate missing moves. It makes me angry. So we'll see, but we're not losing this time, sister. And then we also made a new Pokemon and map decision right after this. I feel like normally I wouldn't want to catch a Garganacl and keep my Lycanroc, but I know how strong this Pokemon is. It has Sturdy, has Salt Cure, which I've heard it's so broken. I don't know enough about the Pokemon to really be like, you know what I'm saying? Steel and water types are more strongly affected by this move. I heard it's such a great Pokemon. I'm tempted to get rid of Lycanroc for him. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I haven't really messed around with Garganacl enough, nor have I even really messed around with Lycanroc. I like both. I'm sorry. I don't know if that was the right decision or not, but I like them. Now, Volcano or Wasteland? Let's go to the Wasteland. I feel like I go to the Volcano a lot. Now, the funny thing with the Wasteland area is that I completely forgot it's the Biome 4 Dragon Pokemon, which is absolutely sick. I haven't been here in so long, so it just didn't click. I was like, let's just go here. We haven't been here in forever. But of course, that means a lot of team changes start to happen. I end up catching a Haxorus off rip and bringing it to the team, swapping out our Swellow. And immediately after that, I actually found a Garchomp, so I caught it instead and got rid of Haxorus already. And mainly because I did have a chance to catch a Pupitar, but I killed it by accident, so GG. And that pretty much was our team for a while. I mean, we were just rocking them until we found the Pokemon I couldn't resist at all later, and it was Tinkaton, which I really hope I don't make the wrong decision, but I swapped out the Garganacl for it. It just felt right. And I'm sure some of you might be asking, why don't I change maybe our starters that we brought in? But for these kinds of challenges, I like having the starters we come in with throughout the entire run. It just feels more genuine as a run, as a YouTube video, if that makes sense. I mean, if this wasn't content, I'd probably change things out, but we're keeping the Fuecoco and the Primplup and the Venusaur all the way through. It's just gotta keep them. But as we continue through these floors with our new team members, we made it to the 110s, where you would normally fight a Team Flare Grunt on 112, 114, and a boss on 115. But I learned another change was made to PokeRogue. And the thing we learned is that the 114 opponent isn't a Grunt anymore. It's actually the other mini boss I mentioned that was an option earlier on floor 66, which is insane. Luckily, he wasn't that difficult, but still scary to see him pop up. And then we had to go beat the following floor with the Team Flare boss. And I mean, we got through it decently. He was pretty strong. I can tell he's gonna be dangerous later on his rematch at 165 because he does have that Mega Gyarados, but we took care of him. Now, as for the rest of the run, we were making it pretty easily. It felt like at first this challenge was extremely difficult because I will tell you guys, this was like my 5th or 6th attempt. I think I recorded like 8 hours worth of footage in terms of just trying multiple runs. I couldn't get past like the 50s, the 60s. Like I was just getting slammed in different areas and it sucked. But I was trying to get a solid attempt to actually make a full video for you guys. And the changes to the game definitely made it more difficult, but not impossible. I think if you start to really learn and memorize how the trainers work, how they constantly swap and things like that, and then you're grinding for egg moves just in your regular classic mode, obviously not this fresh start mode, I think you could honestly still beat it. I mean, it's not the most difficult thing in the world. You can get there for sure. And if you have the retry option turned on as well, that's, I guess, a thing if you like doing it that way. I don't do it for my YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll do it on stream depending on what we're doing, but YouTube videos, I don't do it. But as we climb through these floors, we get to the infamous floor of 145 with our rival again. And I'm gonna be honest, at this point, he doesn't scare me. At floor 145, the rival is honestly pretty easily to take care of. The more insane thing that's actually difficult is what comes later. The rematch against our enemy boss of Team Flare. These bosses have been a bane to my existence for these runs, and they're so tricky, so difficult. And let me tell you, it looks like it's gonna continue to be that way. We've made it to the floor 165 boss, and now the thing about this boss is his constant swapping. It's gonna swap into a water type. He has a Gyarados, right? We do have Dazzling Gleam on our buddy. We have Tinkaton. Maybe we do a little Tinkaton action. A little Tinkaton. Little play rough. Okay, nope. Yeah, there's a lot of swappage in this stage of the world for these bosses. It's so frustrating. It gets so irritating. I'm gonna swap in. You're gonna probably do a fire attack. Okay, overheat. That still does so much damage. That is absurd. That is absurd that it does that much damage. Now the question is, are you gonna stay in? You are, because you have Crunch. Can I boost off a little bit of my special attack off of you and maybe survive this? 2 boosted special attacks? That's kind of big if we survive a 3rd Crunch. Unless Buddy leaves. Get a 3rd one. Overheat? Oh, come on. I was trying to get the boosted Skeledirge right there, bro. I was like, I'm gonna deal with it, because Overheat's such a strong move too. So that's not very helpful. Aqua Jet. He swaps into the Gyarados. The Gyarados. Which is an interesting one to swap into. I don't necessarily... Yeah, I mean, we could do Drill Peck, I guess. That was a good crit. Yeah, good crits. Good crits. We're doing something here. Okay, we don't have a ghost type to swap back into. We could do Tinkaton half. There we go. And Buddy's stuck here. What's gonna come out? Are you gonna stay in? There's no way you stay in. Gigaton Hammer, whatever comes out. An Aegislash. Okay, not necessarily a Pokemon I would like to see here. Ghost Steel. We have ground type moves on our Guard Chomp, but it's probably gonna swap again, right? It's probably gonna swap when it gets the chance. Shadow Bone, that kind of hurt a bit. It's gonna swap. Let's do Crunch. Okay, Scream Tail. Scream Tail is gonna be its Guard Chomp answer. Maybe we swap back and forth between those. I think we could do something like that. We're gonna Flash Cannon. Now completely waste our Gigaton Cannon or Gigaton Hammer. Or I guess maybe we should have. No, I don't. Maybe the Guard Chomp constant swap would have been better actually. Gyro Ball. Another Crunch for your Scream Tail. Beautiful. Okay, this is a good little swappage. This is a good swappage. I hate having to do this. This is like my least favorite thing of PokeRogue. Is these swap strats. Crunch again. Oh. And Yveltal. Oh. Oh. I see what we're going against. I want to bring in Alakazam. I have a Fairy type move on it. Sky Attack. I can fake it out, right? Nice. What are you going to swap into? Maybe the Aegislash again? Or do you stay? You might stay. You might be a thug. Okay, you're not. Okay. Back to Garchomp. Shadow Bone, that's gonna hurt quite a bit. Another Crunch. Okay, no. So it stopped bringing out Scream Tail completely now. It stopped bringing out Scream Tail completely. Bro's not trying to bring out the homie anymore. That means you're probably gonna swap it again here. Okay. The Crunch. No, it's just constant swap. Okay, there's the Scream Tail. Now the question is, do I get to kill it off of this? I don't think I do, but Tinkaton is already low. We're gonna try one more swap situation here. Back into Garchomp. The Aegis Slash into the Crunch. Okay. Don't kill, don't kill. Oh, this is gonna kill. That Crunch was big. That Crunch was huge. That's very sad. Alakazam with a Psychic. I should have known that Yveltal was gonna come out. I should have read that. That was on me. I should have read that. That should have been an easy read. It's charging a Sky Attack. Kill it. Kill it. Insta kill it. One shot. The one-shot Andy, bro. Oh, that is so rough to see. Our Alakazam could have been the chosen one. And they just got a huge boost off of all that, bro. Like, oh, I hate these battles sometimes, guys. What's it swap? He has all his Pokemon. Like, oh, and like, I can't do anything. It's over. I can't win. With Buddy's constant swapping, bro, it makes it so difficult, bro. Oh, I hate this. I'm so sorry, guys. We failed. I felt like we had one of the best teams ever, too, bro. And we just got so unlucky with this fight, man. Oh, bro, like, it doesn't even matter what I've used. I'm just, like, clicking buttons. It's over. We had, like, such a good team like that. Skeledirge, Empoleon, Garchomp, Tinkaton, Alakazam, Venusaur. Like, that's such a crazy team. That's, like, gotta be one of the best teams I've ever had. And it's gone now. Because I can't do anything here. Sleep Powder doesn't even work, right? Yeah, see, Sap Sipper. It's just, like, I just had to take it as Venusaur. I just had to take it, bro. That's so sad, man. That's actually so sad. If you don't play the prediction right, like, it's wraps, bro. It's so wraps. Even with such a good team like ours. I even got the boosted defense, dire hit, and speed in hopes to try and, like, prepare for this fight. And I couldn't. That's a GG. This was tough, and we actually had such good luck, man. I can't believe that, bro. I can't believe that. That's a GG, bro. It honestly sucks losing at this point in PokeRogue. I feel like we had such a broken team overall, but without retries and trying to memorize the trainers, it can get a bit frustrating at times. Like, it just sucks. But oh well, that's our run for the Fresh Start Challenge. I'd honestly love to give it another try if you guys are willing to see it again or want me to do a specific starter type Pokemon. If there's any favorites you guys would like to see, let me know. But I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow.